Now, these fascist Christians, they're not only racist pigs, but they're also anti-Semites. I mean, after all the Jews have been through, I mean, Jesus Christ, so to speak, although he was a Jew too, after all they've been through, we still have these white devils in the fascist Christian party who claim to be followers of Jesus. They're not. But they are still attacking Jews any way they can. Oh, no, not putting them on boxcars and sending them to extermination camps. Not yet. But they continue the attack. They continue the anti-Semitism, like this filthy bitch Lauren Boebert, a representative, a fascist Christian, an ignorant slob from Colorado. Just the other day, she made a series of insane remarks to a group of Jewish visitors at the U.S. Capitol. This was reported, by the way, by BuzzFeed. And Boebert, the psychotic bitch, asked the Jews who were visiting the Capitol if they were doing reconnaissance. And she said she was looking them over, quote, from head to toe. One rabbi present for this bullshit told told BuzzFeed, quote, you know, I'm not sure if I should be offended or not. I'm very confused about what she was about, end quote. Now, the people in question, this group of Jews, were meeting with Representative Tom Suozzi, a Democrat of New York, and they were there to commemorate the 41st anniversary of the Iran hostage crisis. And the visiting Jews, a number of them were wearing yarmulkes, you know, the traditional Jewish headwear. And the person coordinating the visit was also Orthodox and wears a traditional beard, according to BuzzFeed. The bitch Boebert, the psychotic, ignorant slob Lauren Boebert, claimed she was just making a joking reference to her own mysterious Capitol visitors, which came just 3 weeks before the January 6th insurrection, you remember. And Salon, by the way, this is reported in Salon. Salon exclusively reported at the time that Boebert hosted several people who turned out to be insurrectionists on December 12th and gave them a tour of the complex, December 12, 2020, despite the fact that at the time, she hadn't been sworn in as a member of Congress, and the building was closed to visitors at the time. I think you can add 2 and 2, right? Now, in the months since the January 6th attack on this country, the bitch Boebert has continued to deny the scurrilous rumors that she hosted reconnaissance tours to these would-be traitors to America. As for the events that occurred when she questioned what the Jews were doing there, she said, quote, well, I saw a large group and made a joke, end quote. And then she added this, sadly, when Democrats see the same, they demonize my family for a year straight. I'm too short to see anyone's yarmulke. Oh, my God. I'm too short to see anyone's yarmulke. This is the kind of ignorant savagery that is loose in the legislative branch of this country. You know, while the Ukrainians are fighting for their very lives and for the continuation of their democracy, we have fucking Nazis like Lauren Boebert and the rest of these scum loose in our legislature, in our country. Representative Suozzi denounced her comments. That's the person, the representative from New York that the Jews were there to see. And he said that members of Congress can't be, his word, cavalier in their public comments. And then he added this, quote, the bottom line is that everyone, especially members of Congress, have to be very, very thoughtful in the language they use. Because when you're a member of Congress, You have an important role to play in society. You can't be cavalier in the comments you make, especially if they could be perceived as being anti-Semitic or discriminatory on any level. Representative Suozzi. But this is the kind of scum, this Marjorie Greene, who represents a district not too here in Georgia, not too far from the Daniel Scapin studio, and the members of the Senate who are openly supporting the Nazism, the fascism of Vladimir Putin, and who openly supported the fascism and incompetence and stupidity of Donald Trump. They're loose. They're doing shit in this country. And I've said it a million times. I'll make it 1,000,001. I don't understand why there is not a concentrated effort to remove these fuckers. To remove them. Josh Hawley, Ted Cruz, these scum, these filthy scum. Donald Trump. You have Ukrainians who are fleeing their own country, where the mothers are saying, please help us. We don't have food for our children. Please help us. Well, the Russians, the fascist pigs under the control of Vladimir Putin, not the Russian people. I have no problem with the Russian people unless they are openly supportive of Putin. But while the Russian or Putin's military continues this war crime, this criminal assault, I made it very clear that George W. Bush, when he invaded Iraq, had committed the worst war crime imaginable, according to Supreme Court Justice Robert Jackson, who was our prosecutor at the Nuremberg war crimes trials. And George Bush is a war criminal because he did commit the most serious war crime imaginable or definable. And now Putin is doing it. And Trump would do it in a heartbeat. And these Nazi fucks like this pig Boebert and the rest of these scum, they would do the same thing. They have no sense of history. They have no sense of anything except this insane Nazi point of view, this fascist Christianity. And these are not Christians. Hi, Truth Seekers. Mike Malloy here. As you know, we've switched formats and are now broadcast exclusively on the Progressive Voices Network. So that means you get fewer program interruptions, no corporate commercials, and lots of profanity. But our format change also means some of our radio listeners no longer hear the program. It's been a while since I mentioned our podcasts, so you may have forgotten that there is a way to listen to this program anytime you need a good dose of screaming. Visit MikeMalloy.com and subscribe to our podcasts. As a podcast subscriber, you can download the program to your mobile device and take me with you wherever you go. And if you have a friend who needs a dose of truth-seeking, you can give a gift subscription as well. That's MikeMalloy.com, and never miss a minute of the uncensored fun and frivolity.